We are talking about the Broadband Equity, Access, and Deployment Program through the federal government, $65 billion to get high-speed, reliable, affordable internet access to all Americans. Of course, that means right here in Hawaii, too. I have Lieutenant Governor Sylvia Luke with us this morning. I do want to talk about that, but I also just wanted to check in really quickly off the top here, if we could. You've been busy traveling around and helping, especially Kauai County, with wildfires over there. Can you give us a bit of an update? It seems like things are mostly under control, but scary moments for sure.
Yeah, it has been a very challenging time for the state. Both Maui and Kauai had wildfires, and Maui, it took a little bit a while, only because Haleakala, it was really hard to get to. But the firefighters and the police and the mayor on Maui, they did an excellent job, and they were aware how important it is to contain and control the fire, especially in light of the fact that we're coming up on the 1 anniversary mark. But I have to say, Kauai Mayor Kawakami, they asked for assistance right away. We were able to bring the helicopters, and I think, the station showed some of the helicopters just spraying water, and that was able to control and contain completely what's going on in Kauai.
Yeah, he said that those resources, the Chinook helicopter and the other one, the Black Hawk, were really a game changer. So glad that he asked for help. And he says he stands by that decision. Rather be safe than sorry.
Exactly.
So, thank you for the quick work on that. Okay, well, speaking of Kauai, that is actually what we've been talking about, the effort to educate residents over there about the Broadband Equity, Access, and Deployment Program, Internet for All, because they have a session coming up in Keikaha tonight, I believe, at the Keikaha Community Center at 6 p.m., really to identify gaps in coverage, right, Lieutenant Governor? So tell me a little bit about what happened yesterday when we kind of got approval for our initial plan for this rollout, right?
Yeah, as a part of the Biden-Harris administration, what we learned coming out of COVID was that internet access, reliable internet access, was a must, something that we really needed. And as we were going through the wildfires, connectivity and getting information are just so crucial. And we're just thankful to the partnership of the counties. As part of the planning process, we need to find out what areas are underserved, and we really are depending on the individuals to come and participate in what's known as a challenge process. Let people know, let the state know, so that we can make a report to the federal government what areas are underserved. And it's not just about underserved. If your internet is slow, or you see those loading signs in certain areas, that we want to know as well.
That's right, because if you're just on the consumer side of things, if you're paying for that service, you should get what you're paying for, right?
Yeah, what we have learned is, out of all the communities, about 10,000 communities across the state are underserved. And that means some areas we don't have any fiber. So for instance, on Maui, Hana and certain parts of the parts in Hana, they don't have any fiber connection. And in this day of high-speed internet and accessibility, we got to make sure that a lot of the communities are connected to each other.
Especially the keiki that may be doing remote stuff, or a lot of people working remotely, as you said, we learned in the pandemic. So I know Maui just completed their kind of outreach to get identification for some of those gaps like Hana. And as we said, Kauai is having their first one. They have multiple. I won't list them all here, but the first one tonight at Keikaha Community Center. We have all the details, by the way, and really some details, which is interesting stuff as you talk about some of the underserved and unserved communities in that initial plan that was approved at HawaiiNewsNow.com. Lieutenant Governor, thank you so much for being with us.
No, thank you for having me.
We'll send things back to Jolani with a look at your traffic for now.